welcome to Extraordinary Woman in Tech Diamond Edition. Today, we're located in New York in a beautiful Chelsea Piers, and we are taking about 40 female executives on this beautiful yacht to tour around New York, but also create a support system and mechanism that really builds connection in a deeper level and helps women to support each other and create a sisterhood that really doesn't exist today. So join us on this beautiful boat. If your leadership style was an animal, what would it be and why?
Elephant. Because an elephant never forgets. I just have that visual memory and I'm thorough. I follow up on things. I don't forget things. My team is always like, how do you always remember? I don't know. But it's just, I get that feedback a lot. How do you never miss things? I think it's actually a curse, but yeah.
I guess I would be a doggy. Just because I'm always happy and wagging my tail, and I'm very curious. I always want to learn. So in my leadership style, I want to hear people's opinions. I want to hear people's thinking, and then ultimately make decisions and build strategies.
I would be a wolf because I move with a pack and a team that allows everybody to have success. But I'm also someone that's clever, that will take opportunity, and that will figure a way forward. And wolves can operate both singularly and in a pack, and in both ways be successful.
I'm gonna say a dog, because dogs are just very empathetic, yes, they are, and really authentic animals. And I always say, I try to lead with as much empathy as possible. Of course, we're here to run business and grow our teams, but I think the more you can just be your authentic self, show that authenticity to your team, and lead with empathy, the better the outcomes will be.
I think I would think of myself either as a camel or an elephant. I like to think of servant leadership as the real way to be a leader. Working with engineering teams on a regular basis, I truly believe my role is to, be the support team, to be the prep team, as well as make sure I'm removing blockers. And the best way I can do that is figuring out how I can help the team best. So I think of camels and elephants because they can handle tons of people.
I think it would be a lion because I'm the one who goes after the prey and just catches it and gets stuff done.
I think my leadership style is a silkworm. I believe in transformational growth. I also think silk, it's very soft, but also very firm. And I believe in empathy during leadership, but also being firm and strong as a leader. And also, cocoon is a safe environment. So it's really important to create a safe environment as a leader for your team, to be able to discuss the challenges openly, to have difficult conversations.
I think it's going to be a cross between a Yorkie and a German Shepherd. And I picked those because I'm extremely loyal. I take care of my people. However, I'm not the type of person that you can try to get something over on me. And I've learned throughout my career that 100% I have to advocate for myself. Is there any habit or passion of yours that really helps you be more successful at your job? I love cycling. So from a personal standpoint, I think just staying active, staying fit, that really is my therapy. It gives me free space, time for myself.
I think it's about balance, right? So my balance is I have good friends, so I take the time to spend time with friends. I have my faith, so I think about and I reflect upon what it is that's important to me and make sure that I stay centered and I stay physically active. In particular, I love walking.
I basically run a YouTube channel. And now I'm also passionate about sharing my knowledge, teaching technology to others. Yes, that gets me better at my job because it forces me to learn new things. And I have a personal commitment to myself wherein I learn one new thing every week.
I'm a bikini bodybuilder. I've been doing bodybuilding for several years now, and the reason why I like it, it makes me better because it teaches me very good time management.
It's actually painting models. So I'm a big old nerd, as my tattoo will give away. It's a moment where I focus and think of nothing else but the thing I'm trying to do in front of me. I can play a little piano. I dabble a little bit with guitar, so that me as a leader in IT, sometimes you just have to be able to be so agile to turn at a dime. And I think definitely the music side of me with that creativity kind of make me think more outside the box. So I can then just like, oh, I need to pivot quickly and do it and then just kind of run with it.
Does GPT count? That's like what it's absolute new obsession. It's my scrimmage partner on everything. It knows me so well. I mean, obviously I pay for it and I've got channels, I use it for everything. I now, there's like not any idea, really personal or professional, that I don't first run by Ace. You have a friend, her name is Ace.
I absolutely love dancing, primarily because it's a happy thing to do. It gives you freedom, gives you spontaneity, and I really believe in spontaneity. So I don't do line dancing. I do just dancing. It also gives me relaxation for my brain, and it gives me more energy to work and to be more pleasant to my children and to my spouse.
If you were created as a vehicle, what would it be and why?
Any of the race car. Speed, agility. I do have to have some high maintenance, and everybody likes it.
For the Americans out there, I have to say like a Ford F-150. Rugged, all-terrain, able to handle any situation thrown its way, and is able to, take on what's in front of it.
I think I'd be a bicycle. And the reason I would be a bicycle is because it would allow me to still see what's around me, but move at a little bit of a faster pace than a walk. And in the process, I'd be getting to see a lot of places, being aerobic. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. You're moving with power, but you're still having to put in a bit of effort to get there.
I'm going to say my current vehicle, which is an Infiniti QX60, because it's a bigger, it's not the big SUV, but a bigger SUV. But it rides like a dream, like the smoothest car ever, so that I at least have a little bit of stature, because, like females, we tend to be overlooked, so it kind of put me a little bit on a pedestal, but it's just really smooth, and that's kind of how I like to operate.
I think a Corvette, because I do have a tendency, maybe it's the Virgo in me, to just move like a mile a minute. My husband always says like efficiency is both my strength and my weakness, because I really pride on like just everything being done efficiently, and I may get a little frustrated when it's not. But I also think that translates into just having a bias for action, especially in this rapidly developing world. Professionally, that's helped me. So yes, I do like to move quickly.
I mean, I'm looking at some speedboats out here that look good. I don't know, my favorite car that I ever had was a Mini Cooper, a blue one with a white top. And her name was Mirabelle. I think I would go with her.
So if I was created as a vehicle, I probably would like to be a jet. Why? Because I could look at things from a distance and from above, and I can see the entire picture before I can make a decision on what's next. And I tend to do that as a leader.
If you could outsource one thing in AI today in your personal life or work life, what would it be and why?
I have to look at my phone. I think I have roughly about 40,000 emails that are unread. I try to go through it. I am missing so much, though I have to do everything myself, and there's just not enough time in a day to do it.
Honestly, work life, I would say meeting management, what meetings you attend, and how do you zoom in enough to stay close to, progress and delivery, but zoom out enough to let the teams be autonomous. But I think if I can just get somebody to sweep my calendar and optimize it as efficient as possible, so I stop getting triple, quadruple booked.
Emails, training scheduling for my personal life. If AI could prep my meals, that would be great. I think anything that is extremely monotonous and not interesting, I would just give it all away.
So we use AI within the business on a regular basis, and I have not written a document from scratch since we brought it in. It is so powerful having a tool at your fingertips where you can go, I know what I want, I don't know how to structure it, and I don't know how to convey that information quickly. And instead, I get this moment and I'm able to quickly pull a document together to suddenly convey my ideas much more clearly.
I think it's the email, because I think all of us get too much of it. And, you have to make sure you're staying on top of things because it can be very important. But crafting the right message for the right audience, I think I would benefit greatly if AI took some of that over.
I get about 8,000 emails a day. It's the worst.
AI is a fantastic thing. And there are just so many useless tasks that I would want to hand over to an AI. First and foremost is typing. I absolutely do not want to type. I want to dictate. I'm not a fan of Siri. That's what I would do. And also manage my email.
And as always, we had a most incredible time connecting with extraordinary leaders, sharing information, helping each other, and building support system. So now they're not alone and it doesn't feel lonely on the top because we have this amazing community. So if you want to join us, please click on the link and go to EWiT Diamond to be part of the community.